Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Starting with the name of Allah, who is most merciful and almighty. Assalamu alaikum, group members. Today we are going to start the first unit of the course, that is Introduction to English. So let's go. So first of all, we are going to discuss the word English. What does the word English mean? The word English is actually an adjective, and it means anything belongs to England, which is a Britain state. Now anything belongs to England can be called an English thing. For example, if this marker is made by England, we can say that it is an English marker. Now if I have a dress which is worn or which is manufactured there in England, I can say that I have an English dress. If a person has come from there, I can say that that is an English person. So anything belongs to England can be called as an English thing. But here the word English refers to the specific language spoken by the specific people living in the specific territory of England. That is why this is now a proper noun. And keep in mind that each and every proper noun is written with a capital letter in their beginning. Whenever someone wants to write English, he will have to keep this E capital instead of small. If I write this as with small e, now this would be wrong. Okay? The name of each and every language is a proper noun. Proper noun can't be written with small letters in their beginning. Okay? The next thing which we are going to discuss now is about the history of English, that how English has been derived. English is basically derived from two languages. One is called Anglo-Saxon, which was an old German language, and one is called Old French. These two languages combined together and they made actually the English. Now we cannot say that only these two are combined and they have made English. Surely with the passage of time, a lot of other languages contributed as well in the formation of English language, but the major portion was contributed by these two languages. Okay, so now we are going to discuss English alphabet. English alphabet has 26 letters, and all of these 26 letters are further divided into three main groups. Okay, the first one is vowels, the second one is semi-vowels, the third one remains as consonants. You will have familiar with vowels. Vowels are 5 letters. Okay, that is A, E, I, O, U, and semi-vowels are 2 letters only, that is Y and W, and the rest of the all of 19 letters are called consonants. Okay, actually alphabet represents a group. Alphabet is a collective noun that represents a group of letters. Okay, and letter is a symbol that represents a sound. Okay, what we called harf in Urdu, that is letter. To alphabet we cannot say harf. Okay, so we say that an English alphabet consists of 26 letters. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the categories of vowels and semi-vowels. Okay, what are the functions of vowels? Vowels actually make the combination of letters speakable. Okay, if there are no vowels in between them or in the beginning or at the end of them, then certain group of words can't be spoken. Okay, for example, look, if I write these three letters CBN, these can't be spoken as a single word in the absence of vowels. Okay, instead they can be spoken separately like C, B and N. Now if I put vowels in between them or at the beginning or at the end, then somehow they can be able of being spoken. Okay, like for example, look, now this word can be spoken Sabin, as I have put vowel E and I among them, so this word can be spoken. Okay, so what vowel do is exactly like the function of Zabar, Zair, Pesh, Jazm and Tajdeed in Urdu or in Arabic. So I hope this thing will be clear to you now. Jumping to another category, that is semi-vowel. Semi-vowels are only two in English, that is Y and W. What does the word semi mean? Semi actually mean half. Here these two letters actually sometime they work like a vowel while sometime they work like a complete perfect letter. How? Now for example, this is a word yellow. Now in yellow, Y works as a perfect complete letter. It has Y sound. Okay. On the other hand, look at this word cyber. Now here Y doesn't have its own complete sound as a separate letter. Instead, it gives us I sound after C. So now here Y has worked as a vowel. Okay. Similarly, if we talk about W, now in the spelling of world, W works as a complete perfect letter and it has its own sound V. Okay. On the other hand, if I write this word ra, raw. Now here in this word, W doesn't have its own perfect sound like the other perfect letters. Instead, it has enhanced the A sound of A. Okay. So I hope this thing will be clear to you now. One another thing regarding the letters of English should be kept in mind that all these letters are basically derived from the old Latin language, okay? So these letters are called Latin letters, okay? Similarly, the script means the style of writing. The script in which English language is written is also called a Latin script, okay? Letters are the symbols that gives us a certain sound, okay? For example, A, B, C, D to Z, all these are letters. Okay, now we are going to discuss the writing pattern of small letters or the lower case letters. These are also called the lower case letters, okay? English alphabet has two cases of writing, okay? One is called uppercase, the other is called lowercase. English letters are basically written in these four lines, okay? Now, if the letter is uppercase, the point is clear. That would be written in the first three lines, okay? And if the letter belongs to lowercase, then we have certain rules and regulations to write them, okay? Lowercase letters have been divided into three groups, okay? The first group, that is called sky letters, is always written in the first three lines, okay? These letters are sky letters, they will always be written in the first three lines. The second group, that is called grass letters, is always written between the two lines which are sandwiched in the upward line and in the downward line, okay? And the third group, that is called root letters, the letters belonging to this group are always written in the last three lines of the four line pattern, okay? Like you can see here. Now, question arises, if a person have a notebook with single line, how can he write these letters then? Okay, let's explain. Okay, for example, this is the single line. A person is going to write on this, okay? Now, how he will differentiate these letters? It's very simple, okay? If he is going to write small p, that should be written in the lower three lines. So he will have to write it as that its head will be above the line and the rest of its body will be below the line, like this, okay? If he is going to write the uppercase P, all the uppercase letters are written in the first three lines, so he will have to write all of its body above the line, like this, okay? Similarly, all the sky letters or the uppercase letters are written above the line if you have a single line notebook, okay? And all the root letters are written in a manner that their head should only be above the line, the rest of their body should be below the line, okay? And all the grass letters are also written above the line such that the lower side must touch the line, okay? For example, C, O, I, E, Z, etc. Okay? Keep in mind, some people also count Z as a root letter. Okay, when you are going to write small z and you are going to write it as a root letter, then you will have to write it as like this. Okay, so I hope you will have understood now. Now we are going to study the mechanism of word, sentence, paragraph, and essay formation. The basic thing is letter. as we have discussed that letters are the symbols that represent a certain sound, okay? When letters combine together, they form words. A word is a group of letters that gives us a certain sense, okay? When words combine together, they make clause or phrase, okay? When a phrase and clause combine together, they make a sentence. A complete sentence should composed of a phrase and clause, okay? Sentence is also defined as a group of words that gives us a complete sense, okay? Now what is the difference between clause and phrase? There is a slight difference, okay? I'm going to write a sentence, for example, they play in the garden. They play in the garden, okay? Now in this sentence, they play. This is called a clause, okay? Clause and phrase both are the incomplete portions of sentence, but the difference is that clause will have a subject and verb, okay? Now they play. This portion of the sentence has a subject and verb, so that is why this is called a clause. And the rest of the portion of the sentence that is in the garden doesn't have a verb with subject, so this is called a phrase, okay? Okay, when sentences combine together, they form paragraphs. Okay, when paragraphs combine together, they form essays or articles. So that's all for today, and stay with us for the next lecture. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.